This video is brought to you by the Farmer Klein YouTube channel. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Hey everybody, and welcome back to another map first impressions video. Today we're going to take a look at Bajeczna. At least that is how Google Translate has helped me pronounce this map, which, interesting enough, you translate the Polish Bajeczna into English. Apparently it is legendary. Who'd have known? At least that's what Google Translate says, so hey, can only go off of the best information that I have available. This map can be found over at the farmingsimulator.com website or the in-game mod hub, and this map is available for all platforms. This is another Polish map, and I have to say, I kind of like this map. No surprise, I seem to have a liking towards Polish maps. I think I just like the stripped fields and just the general look of how that looks with all the various crops and the various colors. This map contains 3 distinct farms: a cow farm, a pig farm, and then an arable farm. Store buying and selling point, animal buying and selling point, biogas plant, 2 universal crop sell points, gas station, lime sell point, egg and dairy sell points, as well as wool and bale sell points. There is a sawmill, 94 fields on this map. Now, when we take a look at the PDA, 94 fields is a very impressive number. 110 areas, including meadows and forests, to purchase. There is traffic on the map. Gates open with click of a mouse, and automatic lighting after dark. So let's go ahead and jump on in. So we are doing this map in Farm Manager mode. I'm going to find all these mods. Oh, things are a little out of whack. I got a few extra. Sorry about that. I got a few extra mods in the mod list here. Go ahead and pull up the log. The map loads up real quick and issue free. And we start here at kind of our signature bus stop. Seems to be like where we always start these Polish maps, at least when you load them up for the very first time, is here at the bus stop. But I don't see my Polish friend that typically is on these maps. Maybe we'll see him in the map tour. So the shop is right down the street from our start point. Go ahead and pull up the PDA and you'll see when we zoom out, okay, how fairly small this map is, and the fact that there are 94 fields on the map and 110 different viable areas. That is quite impressive. But what that also means is this map is going to be perfect for small to medium equipment. If you like to play with big boy stuff, then this map is not going to be for you unless you go and merge a whole bunch of these fields together. The map has all of the standard crop types available to it. And if we go to the lands area, again, this is in new farmer mode. We start out by owning field 76, 64, 57, and then the pig farm. The cow farm is just south of the pig farm, 112,000, 113,000 basically. The arable farm is over here to the east, includes field 65. It is $53,000 basically. If we start this map on Farm Manager or start from scratch, we own no land. So with that respect, pig farm is basically $79,500. The BGA is available for $7,600. There is a couple forested areas around the map that you can buy. And then field prices are very affordable: $33,000, $43,000, $32,000, $40,000, and then we get into these smaller fields, $10,000, $8,000, and $10,000 respectively. Take a look at our sell points. We have 2 main sell points available on the map to take most of our crops. We've got 2 root crop sell points We do have a spinnery for our cotton and wool. We have 2 sell points for our sugar cane, 1 sell point for eggs and milk. We have, of course, a sawmill for our wood chips, and then the barn for hay, straw, silage, and grass. Aside from buying the BGA, then you'll also have a second obvious sell point for those things. Take a look at our starting equipment. We start with a decent list of starting equipment, given the size of fields that we own. None of it is leased, it's all owned. We don't start with any animals in the animal pen that we do own, and we do have contracts available. Field 46 is 2.8 acres. Let's hunt down field 46 right here. That's 2.8 acres. That'll give you kind of maybe a general frame of reference for some of these other fields around that general area. Field 67 is just 0.6 acres right there, 67. So very small fields on the map. Let's take a look at that starting equipment. Start out with the Massey Ferguson 5610, 105 horsepower, and the Fendt favorite 511C at 115 horsepower. We have the Bison Super Z056 harvester, and that is accompanied with the Z056 grain header. We've got the HW80 trailer and the Strauderman SEK 802 trailer. We have the Hooverland Farmer 3000 cultivator, the Agrosim Combi Plow 3 meters, the Amazon D830 seeder, Amazon ED3000 planter, now the Joskins water trailer, and then we get into our custom placeables. We have a custom cow pasture and pig enclosure. We also have 3 custom grain silos that we own at the start and a small bunker silo. Take a look at our placeables. We do have the ability to buy the custom cow pasture and pig enclosure, and I will say that these are placed at the start in all game modes. You obviously have the ability to sell them and buy them later should you so wish. Miscellaneous, we just have the stock items and buy custom silos. Nothing special in the sheds and nothing special in the farmhouses. So since we don't own a farmhouse in our garage, we can't sell it. We can't place down a sleep trigger. So we're pretty much stuck with our farmhouse where it is on the map. Really wish we had the capability of selling that sleep trigger that's here and the ability of placing it down maybe at a different farm. Got the sleep trigger right there on the stairs. But it really would be nice, since we have multiple farms on this map. Maybe I don't want to start here at the pigs. Maybe I want to be down here at the cows. Really love to be able to move that sleep trigger down here. Maybe I want to do arable. Really love to be able to move it over here. Or maybe I just want to run BGA work and I want to have that spawn point up there. Being able to place that sleep trigger is really key to maximizing the variable ways of playing the map. So here we are on big area, kind of in essence our starting farm. So this is where our starting equipment is and our sleep trigger. Go ahead and check it out. Got some storage buildings here. Our farm equipment. These lights come on automatically at night. One of our tractors. Obviously all of these doors open up. Curious, I haven't checked. No, that's just an image. This is going to be our farm silo. We have our grain dump here. And then the trailer is parked over here at our grain output. Then this will be the pig area. We have our straw trigger right here. Our pig eye point, where the pigs live, and then we can basically water the pigs Come over here. Gate, we can open the gate up, add our water if we want. Here we can also do the water with the gate closed. So here is our water valve. Again, we activate the animal pin extension for the purpose of helping us identify where, one, the water trigger is, and two, to see if there's custom support for that. Let's just check and see. I didn't point out how many animals we can keep in here. So this one will hold 50 pigs. And then at the other door is where we have our food trough. Here we have our food trough, more of our equipment, and our slurry and manure point. And that is pretty much the starting pig farm. Go ahead and get set up to do a bit of a fly around, and we'll take a look at the rest of the map from above, touch down at the store, and then do a little bit of a drive around. We are facing north at this point, and one thing that I really like about what the map author did here is the distance kind of continues that strip farming concept. So you can see up to the map edge, and then beyond we have additional fields in this kind of strip format. Same holds for the sides. We do have a hot air balloon that flies around the map. Apparently it's way off there, off the border. Go ahead and go this direction, and we'll point out the cow farm right here. Take a closer look at that later. We have Sawmill. And again, as we get closer to the map border, which is basically the train line there, we have that strip farming look off in the distance to help sell that idea of, you know, the map is a lot bigger than it is. You imagine seeing it from this level, then you can really see how that would play out. It's a little less convincing the higher up you go, of course. So this forestry area, I like this forestry area because it's split in half by the road. So you can buy the left half or the right half for basically someone who's starting out. Maybe you're doing a start from zilch gameplay, not start from scratch, where you actually get $500,000. I mean, start from nada. You're going to want something early on to help boost your income because you're not going to be getting a lot of money with contracts. So being able to buy a little bit of forestry really help you get going early on. Pull up the PDA, you can see how big, you can see the square there. That's representing a regular size map, and then obviously this map is much smaller. I would say it might be maybe a fourth the size of a traditional map. So we have really nice details like this farm over here, not farm, but this church over here on the hill has church bells. Kind of a house being built, construction area. Here we have our animal dealer, Bale sell point. Kind of set up as a static horse farm. Here we have a very small arable farm, then the little field off the back is included with that. Little ducks floating in the ponds. They're really nice details like that. You know, a map doesn't have to be big to be nice. In fact, these little maps often can have a lot of detail on them because the map author isn't trying to fill in a whole bunch of space. Now, these power poles, they do have collisions. You're going to see those go through the map. You can see I'm getting run into. You see those traverse the map and are basically in the fields. So that is something to be aware with respect to hired help or just farming the land yourself. You're going to have to go around those. Go further up north. I like this detail with this tree kind of falling over, kind of stuck in this other tree. Like the various size trees, just gives another sense of realism. We have our BGA over here. We have our digestate, or we have our digester. Sorry, our digestate. We have 2 silage bunkers, and then we have a lime silo over here. At this point, we're on the northern side of the map, and we can just kind of look all the way across, see how things are set up. So with that, let's run back over here to the shop and get set up for a bit of a drive. So at the shop, we've got our customize, repair, and sell trigger. We've got our shop trigger. And then let's go ahead and, whoop, there we go. Over Mahindra. Do a little first-person driving. Get a sense of how things look. The lay of the land, the way the land ebbs and flows. You really can't get a sense of that from the aerial often. I like to drive, get a kind of a ground level perspective of that also. Here we have our fuel for the map. It's a fairly small map, so I'm going to go ahead and take the luxury of that and go ahead and drive up to the BGA again from this ground perspective, just to get a sense of how things look. Distance strip scenery isn't all that bad at this point. Definitely helps sell the illusion of being on a larger play area. Then this whole area is a grassy area that you could buy for the BGA. I guess you could kind of, maybe you could even terraform it and landscape it and use it as a farm if you wanted. Lots of little water areas to just accent the map. Little shortcuts. Oh, traffic. Traffic can be brutal. Just going off to the edge. Map, so let's go ahead and come down this way. And in here we've got our root crop sell points. Sell point. We have our grain dump. Again, it's a little tight through here, so we're talking about small equipment. I'm not talking about really big semi-trailers or road trains of trailers. Go ahead and make our way down here to the sawmill. And then we'll double back to the cow farm. And then we'll conclude over at the arable area. I'm hearing lots of background sounds related to birds and such. Another, in fact, I think this is part of the images, the map preview. We have the dock and the ducks. We have our log cell point and our log cell trigger there. Then we have our wood chip cell point here. Make our way over here to the cow farm. And again, since we have this house, it really would be nice if we had the ability to put down a sleep trigger down here, but since we can't get rid of the other one, can't really put one down. And the sleep trigger, and like I said, the sleep trigger in all the buildings are already placed for all the play modes. That's cow farm. Again, all of these doors are going to operate and open up. Come through here, we have our grain silo for the cow farm. And then we basically have the cow building. We have our manure and slurry point over here to the right. We have our cow purchase. We can get 50 cows into this area. We have our food trough and our straw trigger. And then we have our milk and water trough. You have the small silage bunker also over here to the side. Nice to see. What a picturesque type of an area to have here, where you have your little farm and you come out right here at the gate. Come out here on the dock. Kind of enjoy nature. Take a look across the fields. Again, this is one of those maps that is perfect for the casual player that doesn't have a whole lot of time to put into a big map and wants to get some sense of accomplishment, that they're actually getting some things done. We have a non-player farm just been set up. Wonder if this gate will work. Oh, okay, it's not an operable gate. And over here we've got a whole boatload of things going on. We've got our second root crop cell point. We have our grain dump cell point. And then we back here we have our Bale sell point. Then those are just decorative slurry and manure piles to kind of help sell the horse area. We got some sheep on the inside. This is where our animal buy trigger is. Cows, sheep, pigs, and horses. Make our way up here through town to get to the spinnery. More non-player farms. Here we have our spinnery for our cotton and wool. There we've got our egg sell point is going to be basically up one. Here we have our egg sell point. We have our dairy right up the street here. Here we can sell our milk. And let's go ahead, make our way over to the arable farm. This road will shortcut over to there. See if these have collisions. Yep. And we have a really nice water treatment here. Ducks. Water plants. All of that. Then we have the arable farm. Small little arable farm again. We had a placeable sleep trigger. We'd be able to put this down here. Not a lot of storage down here. Just a little bit. This building also serves as our silo. We have our dump point. And then you already see the pipe coming out the back for our fill trigger. Guys, that is the map. I have already forgotten how to pronounce it. But let me know in the comments, what do you think of this little Polish map? Like I said, I kind of have a thing for Polish maps itself. And until next time, happy farming. Be sure to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell.